where the fandoms unite, with the Boba Fett swagger and the Jedi's in sight. It's a comic book cocktail, shaken and stirred. We're the coolest cats in the whole nerd herd. Grab your bag.
Oh, that was
Okay.
Hey everybody, with the
You
buddy,
shut up just in
everybody,
time.
everybody.
We've been struggling with getting online and stuff, but just as Daryl saved the day and got everything fixed, the boys Diego and Gabe came in with this.
Oh, what do they got?
So this is a resin 3D printed.
Nice.
It's something for the Necrons that I do not know.
Seraptech Heavy Construct from the Necron Army.
Theratep Heavy Construct from the Necron Army. This looks
Wow.
real good, man. I need to get me a resin printer.
When we were playing,
No, you have a son with one. That's almost better because you can just hand him the files and he'll do it.
Yeah.
this would have been your centerpiece, period.
Gabe said that they printed this and this cost more than the printer they printed it on. Like this, if you were to buy it.
If we were to buy
Oh,
this
yeah.
from Games
Oh, yeah,
Workshop,
yeah,
it
oh,
cost
yeah.
$400. Our printer was $300.
Yep.
I
Games
see now
Workshop
what you're
is,
talking about.
and the worst part is that, you know, Games Workshop, if you want to go to one of their sanctioned events,
You
Yeah.
gotta have
you
just
can't bring
yeah.
something that you printed yourself. You have to prove that you got that and actually bought and paid the
That's
$400 and shit.
Yeah, I bet you about that all the damn time. I was telling Gabe that I saw a cute video this morning of where this guy's bringing his girlfriend to like this
And
drug house.
Those guys look more. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
you're right. They're
They look more dwarfish than the other guys.
yeah. Oh, these look good. Yeah.
Hurricane Jaegers on, and then just when they're on the backs, they're the Hurricane Pioneers.
Yeah, you can print me a couple of those. I'll take them.
All right.
I like that a lot.
So now this guy's taking his girlfriend to drugged in, you know, and they're like, take it easy on her. It's her first time, you know. We'll see you guys later. And they're like, yeah, well, let's see what we got. And he busts out these boxes and starts opening them up. And he's like, okay, well, what we got over here is we got your Warhammer 40K screws. Right over here, we got your, you know. And so he's going through everything. And they're like, man, I don't know. That seems really expensive. You got something to start off with? Well, I can hook you up with some STL files or maybe some 3D prints on the side. 50% off, you know. And it was very much like, yep, that's my world right there. That's my drug dealing world of just between that and comic books and stuff.
It's so bad. I have not been to Gambody in months to check out if they have any new files because, damn it, I don't want to see. I've got a backlog going. I just picked up another model this weekend because somebody had it for sale on Facebook Marketplace. It was a first edition Star Trek Voyager by Revell instead of AMT, and so it's a 1/650 instead of a 1/1000. And damn it, I went ahead. I talked him $15 off of it, and I went and spent the last of my Christmas money on it.
I'm gonna pretend that's the one I sent you last week. Then, no.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No,
No. Every once in a while, I'll send you a model on Marketplace. I'm like, I'm sure this is shit.
Okay. So this will make you laugh.
Oh, hey,
all
Mac,
right. So
how's it going?
hey Mac, this will make you laugh because this lets you know what the world actually thinks of my fandom. I see Jessica all the time. She loves puzzles. She's a puzzler. She loves puzzles. And for some strange reason, on one of the feeds, somebody posted up, "Hey, I just got this new Star Trek puzzle, and it's going to be so cool." And I was like, "Sweet!" So of course, first thing I do is pop over to eBay because none of that shit's in print anymore. Pop over to eBay to see what kind of Star Trek puzzles there are out there. All right, she does 1,000, 2,000 piece puzzles. These Star Trek puzzles, the largest one I saw, count-wise, was 500 pieces. The rest of them are like 250 pieces, 100 pieces. I think one was 8 pieces with little handles on them so you could put them in. There was some really sad what they think about us.
In fairness, so they probably assume you guys are like,
Hey, Jonathan.
hey, John, you guys are probably like out actually making models and shit instead of doing, you know.
Yeah.
Sort. But you know, think what it's like for Scooby Doo and Ghostbuster fans. We're getting the 50-piece small puzzles, dude. Come on.
Dude, you're getting the 50-piece puzzles. I think you're probably just getting you're getting the Cracker Jack box with the lick and stick tattoo. That's what you're getting for Scooby Doo.
No shit. Hang on a second. Oh man, I had a Scooby Doo puzzle just sitting right here. Here it is. Here it is.
How many
100
pieces?
pieces. Yep. Right
100, man.
Uh-huh.
That'll take you all weekend.
Yeah. I'll throw it in front of the grandkids. They'll have it done by the time I get my old ass down on the floor.
Jessica just spent a month on a puzzle. She says it's the second hardest puzzle she's ever done. It's a 1,000-piecer, but it's a panoramic of the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel.
Sistine Chapel.
Oh,
Yeah.
my goodness.
Yeah, so
That
she did that one, and she's rightfully very proud of it. But I'm looking at that, and then I'm looking at these crappy ass Star Trek puzzles, and I'm like, oh man, they got low opinions of our mental acuity. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, I was doing that for a while, putting together puzzles like that, and then it's like, well, what do I do with the one's done? I put it back in the box.
Yeah,
I've
that's
always
what she
think like,
does.
I got an old Fantastic Four one upstairs that I glued together, and I'll be like, I'll frame this, put it on the wall. It's like, well, now that it's glued together, it's worth nothing. It's
It's not about worth; it's about enjoyment.
yeah. So it sits in a closet full of framed art that never comes out, and yeah, I don't know. Kids will get it one day and think it's worth something.
And then they'll be wrong, and they'll put it next to those Beanie Babies.
Yeah, yeah.
So what Geekgasms you got?
Oh, Geekgasm. This week has been a slow week. You came down, did wine this weekend some, and
Yeah.
I have for those listening, I fucked up my foot like bad to the point where I'm very. I hope something changes because otherwise I don't know how I'm going to get around at festivals.
We're gonna get you a hoverboard.
Well, I was out looking at the working on the golf cart today, but we're not going to get it fixed in time for Big River or anything. So, but no, I fucked up my foot. So every day I get up and I'm like, I'm getting out to do this work, and I'll work for a little bit and I'll go put my foot up and I'll be cranky. So I haven't done anything cool and geeky. So I tried to catch up on San Diego news, and it led me down a rabbit hole of old comic book appraisers I used to watch. I stopped kind of watching a long time ago. So I got sucked into the rabbit hole this week of just comic book appraising. And that was my good geekasm of just getting to go back, talking. And Christy's been there, so I'll talk to her and say, oh, this is why this issue went up, and get that little bit of superiority when one of these guys at the YouTube channel says something wrong, and you can go, ha, 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 I knew that, and you didn't. That's it. That's pretty much all, most of my, since Sunday, that's what I've been doing mostly.
Well, Jonathan just shared his geekgasm, and he sent it to me just now. So I will pop on over to Messenger, and I'm assuming it's this that he printed. It looks really cool. It is a breakdown of all the ships named Enterprise, the vehicle lineage for Star Trek. Not to scale, of course, because there's no way the shuttle is as big as as a third of the freaking Galaxy class. But then again, if you did it to scale, it'd either be like 20 times bigger, or all the little ships would just be a little blob, and that would be it. But it looks really. Oh yeah, it says right at the bottom left, not to scale. No shit, Sherlock. That's pretty cool, Jonathan. And what else? He's.
I'm assuming he printed that on the printer then.
Coors Creations.
Oh, that's cool. We're looking at printing up one of those for the T-shirts for the WAGs as well.
There is a really easy way to print up those, and I have done it for the I've done it for the Star Trekky people, and so we have QR codes and stuff. And there's some really easy ways to put them together. I think there's even one in Maker World. If you go to their lab section, it's got one where you can go ahead and do it, I think.
I've just got everything, like we just print it off and put it in frames for now, but then that leaves glass and shit. I'd like to just print something up that we can haul around and it can get rained on and everything else. So
the second one is a QR code signed for a friend's business. It had LED signs, lights, blah, blah, blah. Oh, and apparently he also took place in the Magic the Gathering pre-release of the Hobbit cards over at Headshots Arcade Bar.
Hey, cool. I'm not a Magic the Gathering fan, but I sure am a Hobbit fan.
I like I've been trying.
It's just because you got hairy toes. What?
Hey,
I want to play that new Marvel release, but you should see the cards for the Turtles release they did.
Yeah.
Magic. Oh man, lots of gorgeous art. Kind of wish they did a lot more traditional Turtles art with it, but it's worth just sitting there and looking through the cards. Diego's got all of them. Just ask him; he can look through them all. Yeah, he just usually goes out and buys whatever new system, and then but yeah, that's let's see, yeah, printing them. Second one, okay, cool. It had
Yeah.
LED signs, lights. Gotcha.
My my geekgasm is I finally broke down. My work had sent me, you know, a little bonus Amazon gift card for like $50, and so I went ahead before Jessica spent it and got myself one of these book nooks that I've been so jonesing on, waiting to get.
Do one of those.
Yeah,
What is this exactly?
and these you can pick these up at Michael's. All right, they're like $39.99 at Michael's. And this one is the
Oh yeah, we got those in the 3D printer files and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
oh yeah, but this one is, you know, if you look here, it's looking down into a Japanese street with a river and the trolley car going by, and it also has lights in it and stuff like that.
I'm
that
eager
you
to see how
install.
that turns out,
I
brother.
assume that Hobbit, when you 3D printed, was a book nook like that.
Well, yeah, but
Okay.
this one is going to be so much easier because I'm just sitting here, you know, like this is like the this is the AC unit that hangs on the side, all right, of the building.
It comes
And,
pre-painted.
What?
It comes
Yeah,
pre-painted.
everything's already pre-painted. All you have to do is just, you know, pop it out of the sheets and put them together, and it comes with everything you need except for the batteries. What?
You're breaking the cardinal rule of having a 3D printer. You're supposed to look at that shit and go, I can print that, and then go do it. You don't then buy the thing that you could print at home.
Yes, you're right.
I think he's got such a backlog on his printer, he doesn't want to weigh it down anymore. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
it's
I
like
want-
this is a cleanser model. You got to have a cleanser
Yeah,
model.
this is one I want that I can just, it's already pre-painted. All I got to do is just plop it together and put it together, and it's just going to be a fun little thing for me to do. It's
Yeah,
I don't have to worry about the proper lighting because the lighting's already done. It's wired. I just have to string it down and put the batteries in and
It had
stuff.
lights. Shit.
Yeah,
Hey, speaking of 3D printers and Daryl don't paint, and listen,
I paint.
when we do our GURPS thing, if you want to do 28 or 32 millimeter models, print them up and I'll paint them out.
Okay. Yeah, if we start doing that, yeah. But that all depends. We all actually have to, you know, have the time. John, you still need to get me your schedule.
I have it sitting right here in front of me.
Oh, sweet. So we
Yeah,
can we can talk about that. Now this one is, let me see here. It's got the size on this. It's 220 millimeter deep, so it's shiza. It's probably about 9 inches deep. That's what I told her.
Yeah.
She laughed
About
like that,
you
too.
know, 8 inches high and probably about 5 inches wide, so it fits into the bookshelf just fine. And I'm really excited about it. I just started getting putting stuff together. This is
I keep thinking
this
I'm
is
going
the
to download.
manual. This is the manual for putting it together. So, and it comes with everything. I mean, it even comes with like a little thing of glue to use, and the little screwdriver and all the hardware and everything ready to go.
Real quick, hang on. Oh, John asked painting the figure. I about said no, it's sitting right there. But that's that Turtles one. No, I haven't painted that yet. I haven't painted anything for since Animate Fest.
I've
Just haven't
got
had
mine
time.
half done, John.
Who might you be selling some items at ICT Comic Con with, Jonathan?
Oh, there you go.
I hate to admit it, but half done is probably going to stay for a while.
Yeah,
I got so much going on.
yeah. No, it's see, and I keep thinking about that. I know we all keep thinking about that, about selling stuff, and like Richard offered a booth at ICT, but I don't want to do more 3D printing because I don't know that how well that's getting juried in at so many conventions right now. And it's maybe, I'd say it's almost the number 3 complaint I've been hearing lately.
I think though, if you take stuff like that, you're selling
different,
you're
yeah.
selling your paint job, not the
Right.
a 3D print. You know?
That's what I was going to say. I mean, if you're just selling the articulated tchotchkes, yeah, that's overdone. But if you are actually going through and taking the base and then doing your art on top of that to make it better, I think that's more acceptable. I know that that is what someone I know who is going to have a booth at ICT, he has done. I mean, he's got a full-on DS9 fully lit station. Let me see if I can.
We'll see, we'll have to make it over there to interview him then, because we got like with me doing MC work there, we got 3 of us that'll be interviewing all the celebrities, because there's a lot more celebrities. So I will have extra time between I'm not hitting everybody. I got to pick a couple of them I wanted, like the guy from the Muppets.
Oh, the guy from the Muppet. Yeah, you got to get the guy. Okay, no, that's not the one. That's not the one. Gosh darn it! I thought he sent me. Well, this is one that he's going to be selling. Let me see here. And I believe that this qualifies as something that is. Hold on. Let me get the video up. Something that is, not just crap. Okay, where did it go? Crap. All right, this is the Enterprise D. That's 3D printed.
So is this ship making that noise?
No, he's watching something.
Yeah, see, that looks gorgeous. That looks like a kit model. I mean, that doesn't look like anything 3D printed. That's awesome.
Well, yeah, I mean, his layer lines have gotten much better. Oh yeah, he said Jonathan said that he's going to be there with David. That's the same guy who made that and also did a really nice. Like I said, he's got the DS9. That's probably about a 3-foot diameter DS9 with ships docked to it and everything. He's gotten really, really good with his lighting. I'm impressed with his lighting abilities.
See, I want to make more big stuff like that. It's just where to put it all and where to. I got to get caught up on all the kits I got going on now.
His solution is
down to Bedfoot, but
his solution is sell it. My solution is, slop it off on people who think it's really cool. And I'm like, hey, you like it? Here, put this in your shop. I don't want it anymore.
Yeah, I got a couple like that. I'm taking a Big River this year and dropping off with friends. But they're all just like basketball size, but still it's
Hey, basketballs add up.
Huh?
Basketballs add up.
Well, I'm looking here in this room I'm at. A lot of this room is the 1-foot cubbies, and a lot of those all have just like different kits on them and shit. You do 1 or 2 kits, that's 1 cubby filled up. So and about basketball size.
Actually, Scott says that little dude still has and plays with his Daryl printed Enterprise from AFW a few years ago.
Awesome.
Well, if you come to
Scott,
ICT Comic Con, you can get the whole set, man. You can get the Enterprise the Enterprise D, the Klingon Bird of Prey, the whole thing. I got them all right there for you, Scott.
John said I created some prints with HueForge. I don't see them being sold at other booths I've seen.
I've seen some HueForge, but HueForge, that is a real getting that to come through right is more of an art than just printing something. So yeah, HueForge is there. It's a lot more difficult to make a HueForge. I've tried to get you to do that, John.
Yeah. No, right now I'm just trying to get my machines running properly again. I'm still working on my life-size Nightcrawler, which will, at this rate, be this time next year before I get it done.
Now, Randall says 3D printing stuff is getting a bit of a bad rap for sure. I think the big thing is that everyone's stuff looks identical. Not if you're doing HueForges. The elaborate stuff like you guys have with the DS9 and the dude around town with cool xenomorph and horror-related stuff seems to be the exception for sure.
Yeah. I'm ran into a guy in Hutch that's doing pretty much the same thing I am, where he's making the 1/6, 1/12 size kits and painting them up. He's doing good with it, and I mean he's doing exactly what needs to be done with it. Probably.
There's a girl in Hutch that's doing stuff that did your He-Man on the tiger thing.
Tiger, we have right back there.
Yeah, except hers is only about the size of the laptop.
Yep.
She's charging $80 for it, and it looks fabulous.
Well,
I mean,
I didn't even. I just put a primer coat on that Howl's Moving Castle.
Yeah.
And that at the auction went for over $50.
Yeah, and granted that sometimes at auction, it's if it's for charity, people will throw extra, you know. But yeah, it's that it to me it's hit and miss. It's kind of like, well, and I don't want to jump back into this conversation, but like a lot of the AI stuff, which has been a huge conversation here with Big River getting hit again. With that, there's a place for all that stuff, and as long as people don't overdo it. But the problem is there's a lot of people overdoing it, pushing the limits too much, you know. But
Yeah.
they don't care because they're not part of the community, so they're just gonna, you know, watch the community burn if it doesn't work out. But yeah,
Yeah, and that's the thing is there's too many people that are just in it for the whatever money they can glean whenever. I mean, they're one of the people that, you know, would be on a burning ship selling cigarettes and then would just immediately hop in the lifeboat and get the fuck out right before it goes down.
well, one of the things, like I say, even with us talking AI on here and stuff, scares me sometimes because there's groups out there right now just that's all they're doing. They're just waiting for any con or anybody doing any kind of IP or something to use AI, and then they attack them like watchdogs. And I don't know. It's just so discouraging.
I personally think it's the people who were in the Me Too movement.
Yeah, that's
who
the
weren't
comparison I made.
Who weren't the diehards, who were just the, you know, the latchers on to the thing, and I mean, not the real Me Tooers. I'm talking about the hey, me as wellers, and then once that died down, they're looking for a new thing to glom onto.
Where the fuck is it? I got Randall's damn Casey Jones mask just sitting probably within arm's reach here. I don't know where I put it because I got you, Alex, and Randall all Casey Jones masks together. I got one for you sitting here, you know.
Billy took mine.
Oh, did
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Now I got to remember. I'll bring that to ICT for you.
He literally looked at me and said, "This will look cooler at my place than yours."
Well, it's like I'm going to be giving away one of my models that I 3D printed. I'm going to be giving that to the 501st just to get it out of my hair.
You're giving the 501st a Star Trek model?
No, I'm giving them a Star Wars model that I made.
Oh, good. Whew. I thought
I'm giving him
crazy shit.
a Venator class Star Destroyer that I made.
Sweet.
Yeah.
You know, it surprises me with our Ghostbuster group sometimes the amount of shit we get donated. Now, granted, we do a lot of charity work, but the amount of stuff, like people will just donate an entire pack every once in a while or something, and you're like, man, we're happy to raise $500 for shit, and the idea of somebody donating a $500 pack is a big deal.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Anywho's, yeah, that's this whole week I've got to catch up on a lot of convention stuff, which, you know, talking Concast, it's the kind of thing we should be talking about. But holy shit, like I've been talking about with Marvel and DC movies, that seems to be a big chunk of it. What comics are going up, what comics are going down. But they're releasing so much information so fast. It is, how do I want to say it? It's almost like when politics goes, you know, look at this big thing going on here so you don't see what the other hand's doing.
Oh, like every day?
Like every day.
Yeah.
That's how it feels right now with conventions, man. It's like look at all this Ghost Rider stuff we're putting out over here, so you don't notice that we canceled this, and this.
I was going to say, hold on. This is the Venator class that I made for him.
Oh, sweet.
That's very pretty.
Yeah.
I like
All
it.
that. I know, and it's just a little thing. I figured it was something they can just, like, you know, throw on their table, kind of thing. Just, you know, something to spice it up so it doesn't look like, you know, crappy Star Wars stuff, you know.
Or at some
Okay,
point, if they ever got to do a giveaway or something, or
I got to get this out of my
Whatever.
system now since you said Ghost Rider. Okay, that brings up Nick Cage. That brings up a new cartoon that I've been watching on Paramount Plus, I think.
Oh, what?
Dig Man.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
Yeah, 2 seasons.
Dude, that is so awesome.
Yeah, all he's doing is a Nick Cage impersonation
Yeah, the whole time.
of National Treasure.
Yes, it's awesome. I love it. Have you seen it, Daryl?
No.
It's funny.
So it's Nick Cage, or not Nick Cage, Andy
It's
Samberg.
Netflix?
Andy Samberg from SNL
Yeah.
He does a good Nick Cage impersonation, but it's a little exaggerated, you know.
I think it's Paramount Plus, maybe not Netflix.
Oh, I was thinking it was Paramount, but it might be, or Netflix, but it could be
It-
Paramount.
Just Google it and you'll find it.
But
What's the name of it?
Big Man,
DIGMAN,
M-A-N.
and
All right, hold on.
it's
I'm on
family
Paramount
friendly,
Plus.
but it's him just doing a Nick Cage impersonation, kind of trying to be his character from National Treasure. But he's an archaeologist, whereas they call him Archies, who has been washed up because his wife died and he went into depression, and it's him trying to get back on the scene. That's about all I'll say on that, I think.
Get back on the archaeology scene.
No, the Archie scene, because it's him, dude. Archies is a big deal. They have like the Archie Ball, and the Archies get put on magazines and teen covers, and in this world, it's like somehow archaeology is like a real.
Well, there's a little bit of Indiana Jones thrown into it.
Yeah.
All right.
But
Dig Man is on Netflix.
it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, check it out, man. It's
It's fun.
yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, the one I've been watching lately is was it Mating Season, I think, with Nick Kroll.
Mm.
It's pretty much Big Mouth with animals.
Oh, hell yeah, I'll
It's
have
not
to
bad.
check that out. Big
Dude.
Mouth, Big Mouth took a little getting used to. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Yeah, Big Mouth took a little getting used to. So did Paradise PD.
No,
I
no.
I immediately slid into that one, man.
I'll watch Paradise PD and what is it, Barzar and oh damn it, the first one that came out, because Paradise PD is the second series of it. It's
Oh yeah, the first one where they were all like park rangers.
yes,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, that
That-
one. I tried after Paradise PD. I tried going back and watching that, but it was it Digman.
Digman from Ren Fair.
No. I'm thinking the name of the show was something about Dingo.
Oh, Frisky Dingo.
Frisky Dingo was the name of it. Yeah.
Yep.
And after watching Paradise PD, I was expecting that full bore Paradise PD, and I was watching Frisky Dingo. I'm like, no, it's too watered down. It's not enough. I need the full thing.
Paradise PD has no fucking breaks at all.
No, not at all. And there's a
I
new
love
one
it.
out that I've been seeing some trailers for.
And
I mean,
that's
some reels of.
Paradise PD put shit in they didn't explain for 5 episodes, like the patch on the shoulder. I kept saying, that looks like an asshole. Guess what? It was an asshole. They didn't tell us till like 5 episodes in.
Matt
Yep.
says Brickleberry,
Brickleberry.
and for that,
Brickleberry, thank you.
people. I'm taking a 3D print, so you just earned it. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
No, that series, Netflix does good with some of their animated streaming services, but
Yeah, some of them they do good. Some of them, but at least they gave it a shot. That's what I want. I want them to, give things a chance and
The
not
kind of
just go with
budget
the
they
tried
got,
and true.
they can throw out a couple seasons of something and it doesn't hit them too hard.
Yeah.
well, they throw out seasons of shit like Mulligan and stuff like that all the time. Get canceled after 1 or 2 seasons,
Or they completely fuck off The Witcher. But I'm not going to get into that.
yeah, that's a whole episode of controversy there.
Yeah, that's a huge fuck 'em up right there. Oh, did I? So watching the new, I told you about it this weekend. Didn't tell Tim. Watching the new episodes of Star Trek, the second episode.
Yeah.
Have you seen them?
Yes.
Dude,
Yeah.
that second episode was Event Horizon.
You think?
Totally.
Yeah.
Total Event Horizon.
It had a lot of throwbacks to me to that. That came over my mind multiple times.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what though, dude, they're doing such a good job with this. And I hate to hear it's the last season of this series.
There is one more season after this, but it's only like 3 or 4 episodes.
Right,
That's
yeah,
it.
we talked about it. But at least it's evolving into something new.
Well,
you
see,
know.
and this is the same thing that they did with the Enterprise. That whole series with Scott Bakula is the first 3 seasons, they fucked it up. All right. They just completely fucked it up. And this Suliban and all this crap like that just totally messed it up. No one wanted to do that. That was the parent company saying no, do this. None of the actual producers wanted to do any of that crap. And by the time they got back control and were starting making some good stuff, it was already too late, and they were truncated, and they only got 5 seasons instead of the standard 7. Same happening here.
I did enjoy all of that though, all of that one, all that series with Scott Bakula. You know, it was a little weird to begin with, yes, but my other question is, why don't they start off at where Picard left off? They have everything they need for a whole new series right there, man.
That's what they're supposed to be doing going forward. Is it's going to be something that's after next gen, but not not 1,000 years in the future or some crap like that.
They better do it soon, because those fuckers are going to start kicking the bucket.
No, they talked about a lot of people wanted, a continuation, with all the Jonathan Frakes and Brent Spiner and all of them, and Michael Doran reprising their roles and doing stuff. I say let them go.
Yeah, they're gonna be too busy doing the live action gargoyles for me.
My opinion is just bring them back every once in a while. Maybe like, oh look, Ambassador Worf showed up or some crap like that. But other than that, you got a whole freaking universe of stories to tell. Let that shit go.
I say send them out, let them do one season, and then let them hook up in other seasons in other series, because they're a solid anchor.
Well, that's
they already did that with Picard.
Yeah.
Well, they can keep doing it.
No.
I think they need to let him go too. I think you're right.
I thought Worf was so good.
It is, but there are so many books and comic books and
spin-offs. Did you ever read
There's plenty
the whole Raymond Feist Magician's Apprentice series?
No, I have not.
It starts off with one, with one guy, Pug, but the thing I loved about it is this series went for many, many, many books. All right.
Are you talking like the kids shows, the Magician's Apprentice?
No, you're thinking Vampire's Apprentice.
That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
No, this was a series of books that started back in the 90s, 80s or 90s or something like that. But what I enjoyed seriously about the whole Raymond Feist series is that he would take things on from, we let these people retire. Now we're starting up with their kids. We let these people, and he will age out characters and bring in new characters as time goes on, instead of just the same people over and over and over. And that allows him to do stuff like keep the stories small, because if you start off with new characters, you get to start off with them coming up, and it doesn't have to be a world affecting event every freaking story. I mean,
well, that's why I used to like old school D&D, where you roll up a new character and you're not fighting dragons every time you roll out. You know what I'm saying? By the time you get to that point, most of your people are dead. You've all had to start over again anyways. And it's not the fact that you're fighting a dragon, it's the fact that you got your group up strong enough to fight a dragon. But
yes.
Problem there is you've got a whole generation raised on rift schemes and shit, where that's what you do at first level.
No. See, they need to start off where a will-o'-wisp is something that can take out a whole freaking party. They need to start off.
If you get your ass lost, that's for sure.
You need to start off where a level 1 fighter is crying because a rust monster is over there chomping on his sword. I mean, you
need to be afraid of kobolds. If you have never been afraid of a kobold, you're not playing your fucking game right.
Nobody's ever been afraid of a kobold.
I said kobolds.
Did you say a kobold?
You need to. Okay, we rephrase it. You need to be afraid of kobolds. If you're not, you're not playing your games right.
But that's the thing too. A level 2 or 3 kobold theoretically should be able to take out a level 1 or an NPC. I mean,
I've seen people start the whole level 0 adventure style. I mean, that's like where you got the clothes on, you
have your origin story,
right? You write your own origin story as you're doing this. Which, I mean, I've done that a couple of times. That had people start out in a jail cell together.
But then the problem is sometimes you start getting into that where people are the whole first adventure ends up being, I'm going to buy my gear and I'm going to buy. You almost got to pull them completely away from town.
Well, yeah, like
Yes,
they're
you do.
waking up in a jail. You fight your way out.
Or yeah, they're just out in the woods and they got to like steal shit from a camp and shit.
Mhm.
Because you put them in town, they will get so sidetracked, you'll
Yep.
never get them back on track.
Yeah,
Back
you
to
got you got to
really-
straight up saw that shit. You know, just like the movies Saw. You wake up, figure your shit out.
Yeah, there's A, B, and C, and if you don't do it in the right order, yeah.
Thing
Yeah.
is, it's really
See
easy
ya.
to do a total party kill quick.
Well, that's what we did like with Palladium, where we're doing the rooms of death,
Those were fun.
where
Well-
half the time I could play those adventures without using dice because it was just do or die. You get this
Yeah.
or you're just fucking gone. So it was more about thinking and character development than anything else.
Well,
Um,
and yeah, that's the whole thing. You know, as a GM, you know, or a DM, the whole thing is you're there to entertain. You're not there just to kill off, unless they're stupid as shit. In that case, wipe them and
There are
and
times
just
to do that.
bathe in their tears, and I don't give a shit.
There are
But
times to do it, and then don't invite those players back. You know,
but when I'm running a game, I can't tell you how many times I'm just ignoring dice roll after
oh
dice
my
roll.
God,
I
yeah,
just go, yeah, you're gonna die. You're gonna die. Okay, never mind. Guess what? Magic happens, and
running games, I should mention, because I'll be talking here in just a moment about stuff going on, but Tsunami Game Day is this weekend at Wizards Asylum in Wichita. So if anybody wants to come down and game with us,
Wizards
yeah.
Asylum.
Wizards
Wizards
Alley.
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 Yeah.
Sorry, it used to be Wizards Asylum. Sorry,
That was a different place. That was a place across from Uncle John's house.
no. You're thinking
Am I?
Shadow Sanctum.
Shadow Sanctum.
So
That's right, I am.
when
You're
Bam
right.
bought the place from Frank, because that used to be Agents of
Of
Comics,
comics.
and then he turned it to Wizards Asylum, and then it turned into Wizards Alley
Okay.
now,
You're right.
because
I'm
it's no
thinking-
longer a comic store; it's like a game shop comics. you
I'm
know,
thinking the Shadow Sanctum. That was a weird little spot too.
Dude, Tim, you need to get more. You need to get out in the sun more. You moved your hand up, and it threw off the white balance of the whole screen, and it just everything just whited out.
Yeah, you are correct, my friend. You are correct.
Come on, vitamin C is good for you. Get out in the sun.
It is. So is vitamin D, and I need them both.
Yeah, vitamin D, vitamin C. I don't care.
I was down this week. It sucked.
See, isn't that bad? We're all just getting old, getting laid up,
I know,
fucking-
right?
still getting out there doing
But
more than half these.
Being
fucking
down
things.
for 1 week in the summer does not constitute this.
Yeah, no.
Randall
you
says
need some
Shadows.
tan, man. You need like
Shadows
this.
I do.
was the best. What I always love is when you run into a Shadow Sanctum person, you can say,
You're
State-
old.
No, well, yeah, it's State Fair.
Yeah.
'Cause
You
he
tell
would
him.
set up for the State Fair every year, and then people would talk about like, oh yeah, because he would bust out all these old like fucking old DC 70s comics and shit that nobody fucking was buying.
Yeah.
But he'd bust them out for the State Fair, so everybody would go up there, and you could just get fucking I don't know how many dollar bin Swamp Things and Question. I think I had my first appearance of Question there.
Yeah.
But
But what
yeah,
was that?
almost everybody was
If you
saying-
remember Shadow Sanctum, then you need to take your cholesterol pills.
Fair enough. By best, I mean scary and weird as fuck.
Yeah, on the second floor of an old building that's half burned down. But yeah.
That is where I'd always get those like fucking weird, off the wall comics. Like if I wanted that issue of Heavy Metal that my parents would thought was a little too adult
You
for me,
ever notice?
Shadow Sanctum.
You ever notice when you talk to him about something, he had some kind of magic because he could do this without getting out of the chair, saying, "I think I got that over here." Without getting out of the chair, he'd find what you needed within arm's reach.
Oh, wow.
It was old enough too. Like I said, dollar bins. Those were quarter bins back in the day.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I that has been like when I said my geekism, that has been so nice. Like I'll watch these guys on YouTube and stuff, and like all of us, we got our little expertise and stuff. And you can talk to somebody when you go, "Oh, I know this person's 100% full of shit," and I don't know how many of those YouTubers are. And there's this guy, the Mint Collector, I've been watching, and I love watching him because he's just like one of us. You can tell. Oh, I remember when this issue came out because everybody was talking bullshit like this, or they say this issue is worth a lot, but like he's he's lived in that world for so long and he knows his shit. I really just enjoy that. So yeah,
That is
nothing else.
good.
Let's give him props to that guy. Mint collector. So, but I should do dates because we're at our hour.
We
Yeah,
can talk
well,
about
we're
Disney
actually at like
Challenge, right?
we're
Oh,
actually
we
like
want
at
to-
40, 35 minutes if you don't
Oh, yeah,
include
we had all the fuck
the
ups at the
mess
end.
ups.
Well, I can bring up a subject which I almost hate to bring up. So
20
if we don't
minutes.
want to talk
Yeah.
about this long, that's fine. One of the things Marvel's getting hit with hard this week, when I said they did a lot of cancellations,
Yeah.
Marvel has canceled all their live action TV shows going forward. They're going to finish off Daredevil, and I can't remember what the other one that's already in production, but everything else is going to be animated. So we're not getting another Moon Knight. We're not getting another Wonder Man.
That breaks my heart
It breaks my heart too.
because
Especially
It
the Moon
makes
Knight.
Moon Knight
me
were both
happy.
awesome.
Both characters
It
I
makes
love.
me happy. I think they need to give everything a rest.
They do. But the ones that are really good, like give me another Moon Knight. That Moon Knight was so good. They did such a good
Moon
job.
Knight was good. Moon
Don't
Knight
give
was
me
good.
another Ironheart. Matter of fact, just stop talking about Ironheart. I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Man,
but
if we could
if they wanna know
retroactively
where they
go
went
back
wrong-
and remove him, that would be great.
If they want to know where they went wrong, that's where they went wrong. When they had a fully developed, awesome IP like Moon Knight, and then make Ironheart.
Well, that's if you look, that's what killed Blade was like all the woke stuff. They had like 5 or 6 scripts for that.
Yeah, no.
And they tried to put too much woke shit in there, and nothing ever. And now it's a big failure, and they just had to make a wash.
Hi,
of the whole
Megan.
thing. So hey, Megan or Megan, that's it.
Hey,
Megan.
baby.
But so the thing they're under fire for, because they canceled a lot of projects. 4 of the projects that got canceled would be Armor Wars, which at one point was going to be a movie and then went to Netflix streaming. Wonder Man, of course, got canceled.
Which is too bad because even though it was a lot different, it was very good.
Yeah, I liked it. And it was nothing like the Wonder Man comic, but I liked it. Anyhow, they canceled 4 projects. One of them was a movie, 3 of them were streaming, and they were all black-led characters. One of them being Ironheart, which really was canceled a long time ago, and it sucked, but they made the announcement at San Diego. So now the communities, various communities are after Marvel, calling them out because they canceled all these black-led projects, and it was 4 major projects, but they also canceled a lot of white-led projects and Hispanic-led projects and other stuff like that. Nobody's even bringing that up. So, and it's not like Marvel came out and just canceled black stuff. They canceled a whole bunch of stuff. But since they canceled anything that was led by a black actor, there's a big movement against them for that. So I don't know. I'm just watching. I'm staying
here's
back
the
and
thing.
watching.
Here's the thing, is once you get up to that level, all right, the MCU, Disney, Marvel, all the stuff like that, they make their decisions with a budget sheet. All right,
Agreed.
they look to see what will actually return, and right now, those things are not making the money back. It doesn't even make the money back that it costs to make it. So this is my dream. My dream is that they loosen up on their IP and they let fans make fan-made stuff and put it up.
They're learning that on Star Wars real heavy right now. I don't know if you
They
saw
need
the
to figure
Fan-Made
that out
movie.
on Paramount. I'll tell you that shit.
Yeah, now Star Wars real heavy right now. And some of the, I mean, right now Marvel got Spider-Man out and that's got them a big boost and they needed it and all these announcements. But I don't know, I do feel bad with them. It's kind of a can't win for losing. One of the girls I was watching, she was talking about how there's not enough black representation now, and I get the argument on it. But she was really talking about Blade specifically. Blade was the movie that got canceled, but they've had struggles with that for 6 years. So she was talking about that specifically. And I wanted to go, well, the thing that killed Blade is exactly what she's pushing for. She was pushing for more representation. Like she's saying they have to make it, whether it makes money or not, just to represent. And I'm like, well, that's bad business. And that's going to make them not make other black character stuff that we do want to see. But what killed that movie wasn't the fact they didn't want to make black stuff. Matter of fact, people were chomping at the bit for that movie. It was doing exactly what you're saying, is putting this representation in there, whether people want it or not. They tried to do that with the scripts. Like at one point, I think it was 6 girls. The movie was about 6 other girls, and Blade was like a sidekick. And
They Witchered it. They Witchered it.
and it's like, well, that's what killed Blade. So don't keep trying to do it, because Mahershala Walker I thought was going to be great.
Hmm.
You know, I don't think it's a race thing at all. But
No.
I'm also here. I am talking about it, and I don't want to talk about it. I want to see what happens with it from a distance. But it bothers me. It just feels like you can't win for losing, and that's the kind of shit that kills the family.
Okay. Now, Megan, when you say your husband wishes that Amazon Prime would bring back the Tick, you're talking the
Patrick
third.
Warburton?
What?
Or
No,
the
no.
Patrick Warburton.
Patrick
Or-
Warburton. I love me some Warburton. He's too old for the Tick now.
I'll agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah, and but I would really love to see the animated version come back.
Yes.
And if they remade the anime, and that's the great one there, Patrick Warburton could still do the voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I think animated would be the best. I was never a big fan, except for Patrick Warburton. But the one with Patrick Warburton was the Tick and American Made and the Fledermaus and all of them. Excuse me, Batman hanging out in the diner in between fights. If you notice, most of the time when there was a fight, they would cut away from the fight. All right. From the big thing, and then they would be talking about it afterwards, because that was made during the Seinfeld era,
Right.
and that's the reason that that Tick was that way. And then the Amazon Prime Tick, that one was the one where they had they basically concentrated more on Arthur, which is understandable because Tick is just he's just a force of nature.
But yeah, many storylines in the comic like that. Like you're seeing everything from Arthur's perspective in a lot of the early
Yeah.
Tick comics. Yeah, because and there was all that Tick mystery back, like the Wolverine mystery and all that. Where'd he come from? What's his deal? What's his, what are his
Yeah.
powers? All that shit.
Why is he nigh indestructible? Yeah.
Nine vulnerable. Yeah. Wasn't it?
No, it's nigh indestructible.
Was it 9 indestructible? Okay, I thought
I'm
it
gonna
was
find
9
out.
vulnerable.
Keep talking.
Yeah, well, it's probably both, and we don't care. One thing I gotta explain to people with the Tick sometimes is, for people that didn't, I mean, everybody on here grew up in nerd communities and shit, so it's not gonna be relevant there. But a lot of people don't remember, like Tick was one of the first big parody comics to come out, like really making fun of superhero genre, and
You
the
were right.
general public out there didn't see that shit until like Mystery Men and shit like was coming out.
I
So
love
we were
Mystery
all
Men.
like totally accustomed to it. So when the Tick was hitting out there, they almost had to train people what parody superpowers were. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Plus, we had games like Villains and Vigilantes where we were
Right.
making our own parody superheroes to play with.
But the general
Come on.
public out there just knew comic book superpowers and generic like Spider-Man, Superman,
yeah,
and the idea of a comic book making fun of comic book shit. You know, I don't know. I try to explain it with Lethargic Lad. If you guys ever read that, that was such a good comic series.
I loved in Mystery Men when they were having the tryouts before Baby Boulder showed up. All right, and just the different superpowers out there. The Waffle Man, played by that comedian, whatever the hell his name is.
I just saw a meme with him on it the other day.
Yeah. Yeah, burning them with my waffle iron, and I've got my truth syrup. I mean, it was just hilarious. And then there was the PMS Avenger. She only works 7 days a month. And
Well, and see, and that's pretty much because back in the day, that shit was a lot more unique. Deadpool did the same thing. Matter of fact, I got a little mad with Deadpool 2 because that whole putting the ad out for sidekicks in the newspaper shit. I
Mhm.
did that in a comic book I wrote back in like 1988, and Toilet Rim Tim, if you remember that comic. And that was the old deal. They put a deal out in one ads, and it's almost just like in Deadpool, where they're sitting there and guys with like honest to goodness superpowers are coming in. They're like, too flashy and shit. And then somebody has like a really cheesy superpower, like I can spit 6 feet further than anybody else. And they're like, ooh, tell me more.
That kind of
You know?
stuff always reminded me of Barry Gordy's The Last Dragon when that weird dude was hiring sidekicks to go beat up what's his name and that one guy picks up the table, picks up the table, takes a bite out of the table as they're doing interviews. It always reminded me of that, doing different kind of interviews like that. Then you'd see it in different, should see that kind of shit in different shows.
Well, and see, back then stuff like that was cool. Now it's dime a dozen. Kick-Ass is nothing but a parody comic book movie.
Kite Man, but Kite
Kite
Man
Man's
is
good though.
Yeah, I was gonna
That's
say,
right.
but wait a second. Kite Man still holds a torch to me. When I watch Kite Man, it's fucking funny.
You're talking the animated series.
The animated series.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fucking
Well,
funny.
that's
Dane
'cause-
Cook was the Wolfman. Thank you, Jonathan.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Like, okay, I think it's a way undervalued movie, a movie that is like one of my superhero, secret pleasures to watch. Sky High.
Really, I just watched a documentary on Sky High last week, or one of those 15-minute YouTube documentary
Yeah,
things.
but I liked Sky High. I thought it was a fun movie, and I thought it should be, and I was ready for a continuation of that. I mean, you had the sidekicks with just the silly little powers like, oh, I glow, or oh, I can turn into a hamster, or whatever, and then you had the superpowered ones, but I
They
liked
ran
there
into
was
legal
actually
issues. They
a
couldn't go
growth
further.
arch to it.
Yeah, they couldn't go further because the other movie that came out, Zoom, if you remember that, with Tim Allen.
Yeah, that one's not so
Okay.
good.
So that one was actually based on a comic book,
Yeah,
which oddly was almost the story of Sky High. It was more the story of Sky High than Zoom ended up being. But they were
Mhm.
able to sue because they were too similar. So it ended up being, and since Zoom ended up being such a bad movie, it's one of those where the studios just went too much trouble. And, that was
it's
that.
such a shame. Sky High had so much potential.
The Megan says, thanks for the history lesson on the Tick. We could sit here and talk on the Tick for an hour or two if you want.
I
But,
loved the Tick so much that when I graduated college, the girl I was dating at the time, as a graduation cake for me, she got me a Tick cake with a little Tick center figure on it, because I
wow.
loved watching the Tick, and I loved watching Northern Exposure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, looking at you, I can see that. Now that
Yep.
you say that, I see them both in you, brother.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
look-
loved Northern Exposure. We used to watch it every week. It would come on, and we'd sit there. The music would start playing, and we'd all go, "Cue the moose," and then the moose would come walking through on the intro music. It was great.
I used to watch Northern Exposure all the time. That's why it's weird. Derek asked me a while back if I would be his brother's agent to help him get into conventions. And it was one of those surreal moments of like, man, I used to watch you on TV and shit. Now I'm gonna help you get gigs, and it just felt weird, But-
That is a little bit weird.
Yeah. But what was I gonna say? Oh, Tick. One thing, if I ever want to get a girl interested in Tick that says she doesn't like him, I can just go, well, the creator of the Tick is the guy that brought you all Supernatural. He was the main producer on Supernatural. Matter of fact, half those storylines were, and then all of a sudden, and they're like, oh, tell me more. Tell me more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the Tick was excellent, and I loved the Patrick Warburton one. I liked that they changed Deflator Mouse into Batmanuel.
Yeah.
Batmanuel had some great lines. I mean, I am Batmanuel. What can you say? Is I Batmanuel? And
They got the right actors for all those characters, including the Tick. Because back then, I don't know who else I would have thought of that I think could have pulled the Tick off. Today, I'd say maybe a John Cena, or there's people that could do it. But back then, I don't know that I could have picked another actor that would have done it as well
No,
that I would have known.
yeah, no, I mean,
John Cena's got acting chops that I never thought he had.
Oh, yeah, John Cena's
Yeah,
good.
he's awesome, man.
well, you got to say that. I have to. Well, I am fully cognizant of the fact that professional wrestling is completely fake. All right.
Yeah, they what?
But those performers, those wrestlers, are extremely good at entertaining and making stuff up on the fly. I mean, I heard it put some time ago that somebody was talking about Dwayne Johnson, all right, and how good of apparently his wife was like, I didn't know he was a professional wrestler. He goes, you got to realize he was so good at it. I mean, he was so good, he could get out there and just start extemporizing and making stuff up in front of the camera after having battled full on athleticism for an hour, then
Yeah.
to stand there and completely extemporize something for half an hour and have everybody so riveted and eating from his hands that his performer name in that is the name he is still known by 30, 40 years later. I mean, everybody knows him as The Rock, and that's just from his professional wrestling.
Yep.
Yeah, well, that's Hulk Hogan. Same thing. A lot of those. I mean,
Yeah.
we still call him Hulk Hogan. You
He
know.
was a cocksucker.
Well, yeah, cocksucker, sure, but I used to watch it back in the day.
Yeah.
My favorite was Mick Foley.
I love Mick Foley.
That was.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, do you know Mick Foley and Kevin James used to be college, or no, they were in high school together, and they were on the same wrestling team.
No
Kevin
shit.
Kevin James was the #1 wrestler at the school. Mick Foley only became #1 wrestler after Kevin James injured his back. Then Kevin James went into a full career for football, got injured again, then fuck it, I'll be a multimillionaire Hollywood actor instead.
You guys know Kevin, and I mean, of course you know this, but Kevin James is no motherfucking punk.
No, I know. Yeah, I watched him do MMA and shit.
Yeah, you know when he did that movie Here Comes the Boom?
He's not always good at picking scripts, but yeah.
Yeah, he does that movie Here Comes the Boom, and dude's got him in an arm lock, you know, and if you get in the wrong arm lock, he's going to pull your elbow out. And in the movie, they've got to have a stuntman come in, wire this guy up with ropes and everything, and then he lifts him in the air and then drops him down, you know. And Kevin James, they get him out there in position, you know, because they got to know where to put the tape to start all this shit up. And he goes, all right, before we do this, I've got to do this, so I don't hear any of you people out here say I'm a pussy. And the dude has him by the arm, and he does what you would do, and he lifts this dude up into the fucking air like this. And Boss Rutan was there.
I don't know, Boss Rutan.
Boss Rutan.
Oh yeah, Boss Rutan. He is
Yeah.
a legend.
And just drops his ass wham down. He goes, okay, now we can hook up the ropes so you don't say I'm a pussy. It's like,
That's a manly thing to do, but if he would have got injured, man, that would have followed
Yeah.
him around forever.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
He
the one I
wasn't
loved
good to lead,
was
but he would kick your fucking
Oh
ass.
yeah, I've watched him fight.
Yeah.
You'd scare the shit out of me.
the one I loved was when George the Animal Steel went on the
love that
Arsenio
guy.
Hall show.
Yes, what do you do? I gotta hear
I
that.
don't know
Well,
if I've seen it.
at first he came out because he came out before and after a commercial break. And before the commercial break, he came out as who he really was, you know, and he was a school teacher and all the stuff like that. He's a very articulate man, all right, very intelligent. And then Arsenio said, okay, after the break, he's going to come back as his wrestling persona, the Animal. And he scared the crap out of Arsenio so bad. Arsenio was like leaving the stage. He was eating the cushion. He was eating the stuffing out of the cushion. He tore apart the
I
seat.
remember him
and
doing
was
shit
eating
like
the
that.
stuff. Yeah,
keep the vocals up.
he was a great performer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Him, I always liked that. Well, not that I know enough about wrestling to get into it, but I used to be, you know, back in the day. But you got Jim Duggan, Mick
Hacksaw.
Foley, Hacksaw, Mick Foley.
Yeah.
Those like offshoot kind of the Bushwhackers. I don't know. Those were
Love
my
the
guys.
Bushwhackers. Andre the Giant was, oh man, the more I learn about him, the more I can say he was a hero for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I feel the same way with, and again, I'm not a wrestling guy at all anymore. But John Cena, man,
John Cena,
he's a damn nice guy.
I hated him as a wrestler.
Yeah, me too. I
That
didn't
was
give a
his
shit.
fucking job though.
Yeah.
You know? And watching his, have you guys seen Ricky Stenicki?
Yes.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Oh, Daryl, have you not seen Ricky Stenicki?
No, I've never heard of it. What is it?
Oh, it's.
You need to
I don't even want to give anything away, but you'll
just look it up.
just look up Ricky Stenicki double dicking, and that's all you need to look up. No, it's a fun movie.
Ricky
Right.
Stenicki, 2004 film.
Or
No,
All right, yeah, okay.
2024 maybe.
yeah,
No, 224. Excuse me. You're
Okay,
correct. I
yeah.
misspoke. Okay,
it's a
that
fun-
looks like a fun one.
Jess would probably like that.
Oh,
one
you
too.
guys will love it. It's great.
Yeah.
I was always sad that the Warrior went away myself.
The Ultimate Warrior?
Yeah, he was intense. Fucking Andre hated his ass.
God, who do we
He
got?
was
coming up?
intense, and he was the poster child for steroids.
Yeah, and cocaine.
Yo, God, man, I think that maybe that's the reason he quit performing is, he had to move to Colombia just to have a straight supply.
Dude,
Uh,
you guys are not narrowing this down. That's half of every wrestler I've worked with at every convention.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all like fucking.
Hold
Randall's
on.
still on here. I think he might. Oh, Jake the Snake. He put it on there. Jake the Snake is at ICT Comic Con.
Oh hell yeah!
He's coming up. Yeah, they were a big wrestling fan. Always thought Snake was cool as hell. See, that was back in my day. Jake the Snake and Hacksaw and Ultimate Warrior and
I actually
show my
watched
age.
some Undertaker and Jake the Snake do storytelling time stuff on YouTube. I like to listen to their stories.
Yeah.
'Cause they're down
here
there.
is the Warrior.
Oh yeah.
The Ultimate Warrior.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's so 1988. You know?
Oh God, it was. He was very intense.
Yeah, you look at all
And,
those guys now, and you're like, I could whoop their ass now. It's like,
Well, and see, that's the
Some of
thing
them
is if that I do that whole DDP yoga crap, and he, Dallas Page, he will go back and rescue some of those guys who are just completely broken.
What that motherfucker did with Butterbean?
Butterbean and Jake the Snake and all of those, he gave them a second chance.
Yep. Butterbean's another motherfucking hero of mine.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was peak male masculinity. That's what he was.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to tell him some bullshit like that in an alley, though.
No, he was. I mean, I'm not joking around. He was not cut, but the man had amazing endurance. He would just wear people out, and the power he would pack into a punch was just obliterating people.
Insane.
Yeah,
Insane. Yeah.
and all in the shape of a butterball turkey.
So let's talk Wizards Alley real quick.
Okay, well, yeah, let's talk about what's coming up here. And I didn't write down all the guests or anything of but locally, here's what we got going on this weekend. You and I are doing wine on the 9th, right?
Oh, I'm still planning on it. Let me check
Okay.
here.
Making
On the
sure I got
9th,
here in my calendar. Now that everybody else
No.
needs to know that.
9th was last Sunday.
Oh shit! Yeah, I just have it. Yep, I was reading my calendar wrong.
16th.
So, yep, 16th. I was thinking.
Yeah.
So this weekend we have Tsunami Game Day at the Wizards Alley in Wichita, Kansas. It's a promotional event for TsunamiCon. A number of us will be there playing games, running games. I still have to get a hold of Eric and get stuff. So I wasn't sure if I was going to make it with my foot, but I will be there. Cookie may or may not be running a game.
I'll be there. I'm going to bring my stuff. If Eric is running short on game tables, I'll run one. If not, I want to play a game with you.
Yeah, I'm all about it. I just don't know if I'm going to be running one, if I got the time yet or not. But we'll find out. I'll make an announcement ASAP.
Yeah.
But so Tsunami Game Day in Wichita. Then after that, and also next week, I can't remember the name of it. Our buddy Richard Cathy is running the North Dakota Renaissance Festival called, I want to say, Red River Renaissance Festival. That starts next weekend and will run for, I believe, 3 weekends. Some people were asking if we were going to be there the weekend of the 22nd, 23rd. We are not. We were already booked. So, or no, this weekend. They were asking if we're going to be there this weekend. We are not. The weekend of the 22nd, we will be in Kansas City at Yellowbeard's Pirate Bash.
Doing the show we can't do at KCRF.
We're doing the show we can't do at KCRF.
Yep.
We're going to be doing our smoker show. It's going to be us. We got our friends from Bonnie Way there, which are a blast.
Yep. Brian's going to be there.
Go ahead.
I really think that they should not call it the smoker. That they should call it the stagger roll. But that's just me.
Yeah, since it's Yellowbeard's. Yeah. Brian from trying to think of his new band's name. It's the
geez, that's
right there on our T-shirt box, and man, my mind's going.
Making the Rovers or something like that. Yeah.
But from Jolly Rogers stuff, he's going to be emceeing. I can't remember. We got burlesque dancers we're going to be working with, so it should be a good, fun time.
And Grog Before Gallows.
Grog Before Gallows is going to be there. I was trying to remember what good band they were having.
I mean, and all these people are great people to perform with. They're so much fun. It's going to be a ball.
And then the weekend following that will be ICT Comic Con, the 28th or 29th and 30th in Wichita at Century 2. It is going to be our first year there in years because normally it is the same weekend as Big River. So this year I get to be there. I'm going to do some MC work. We're going to be doing some Concast interviews. Our Ghostbuster group's going to be there. The Star Trek group's going to be there. It's pretty much going to be the biggest. Or are you guys not going to be there? I assumed you were.
Well, no, we are. Yes.
Okay. But yeah, it's an event that's been growing, and I'd say it's probably the biggest comic book event in Central Kansas for sure.
In fact, I need to get with Davis and make sure that we've got everything together that we need for, our table, and we're not falling behind on that because.
Oh man, I got to go through all my comics, the comic artists and stuff. They're going to be there. The shit I got to get signed. Saturday, I'm going to be doing a lot of that shit. Randall says, hit me up before ICT. I'll call in and provide any information. Oh yeah, shit, yeah, we'll get you on the podcast. I'd love to have you on, Randall. That'd be cool.
Yeah, easy peasy, man. We just send you a link and you pop right on.
Randall's easy to talk to. So then the weekend after that will be one of our favorite shows. It's September 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th for Big River Steampunk Festival in Hannibal, Missouri. All the Thomas Bedlam will be there. We're going to be there doing the burlesque show. Jake and Friends will be there. All the damn it, why'd you say that? Dahlwind, our buddy Dahlwind will be there. Don't call him Chicken Man. Yeah, it'd be the first time Dahlwind's been back in like 2 years, I think. Yeah. So yeah, Big River is it's Big River. It's a blast every time, and we're gonna have a good time. Weekend after that, we're not gonna be there, but Salina Comic Con is happening the weekend after that, and that is local. Also, the weekend of the 4th, 5th, and 6th is opening weekend of Kansas City Renaissance Festival. We don't know what weekend or which weekend or what we're going to be doing there yet. And that's as far as I'm going to go, because Kansas City will run clear up until Steampunk Stampede in October, and our October is booked as well. So
I haven't talked to Brandy much about doing KC this year.
We just might not do it this year.
I mean, it's kind of sad because it's going to be Tigger's last year. I would like to be there for that.
Yeah.
Oh, you and everybody. His shop is going to be swarmed.
Brother, he's almost out of everything now.
Yeah, he's taking orders, but you can only take orders for so much fabric you got. I put in for a pair of pants the day he announced. I don't think they're going to happen. So, and that's okay.
Yeah. I would still like to give the motherfucker a hug,
Oh yeah, it would almost be worth going down the last weekend just for a day, just to go.
Yeah, I'd go
get some pictures and shit or something. Just
You know what I want to do is I want to get one of those little vortex cannons you put the balloon in and go fart sniping. So you squirt some fart spray in it. You shoot people on the other side.
No, I'm good.
That'd be fun.
We'll have to talk about it, though, because that is something we got to look at, is that if we do our traditional last weekend at KC, we could be at Steampunk Stampede that weekend too. So we don't want to double book. But we'll see. All right. So that's what's going on here locally. I am sure I've missed a Hutch event or some other local event that I am unaware of.
We need to put this into like a calendar, so I can, like a Google calendar, so I can sit there that you share with me, so I can sit there and see, okay, this weekend, he's all taken up, and this weekend, this one weekend here, that's when I can run my game.
Yeah, well, yep, I can share a lot of that. And it sucks. This is one of the reasons I am slowing down on events. And when I was talking about
slowing down. That's fun.
Now I was talking to another performer today, which I knew he was lying. He was saying he was doing 47 events a year right now.
Oh my God, I know exactly what you're talking about without telling me.
He was not. And I was like, at our age, and I'm not saying like we're old men or, it's a lot of fucking events. And some of those events, it's not like you book them all a year in advance. Some of them you don't find out till 3 weeks before the event you got it booked. So it is so hard to do, like us doing wine, or when people are like, hey, you want to come to my birthday party or my wedding? I have no idea if I'm going to be working that week.
No, I don't. I don't want to watch you throw your life away getting married. Don't fucking show me that.
Hey, tell Jess, your wife, I said, what's up?
Matter of fact, I need to get her fed before she, hits me again.
Hey, John, if we end up going to KCRF for just shits and giggles, I'll give you a call. If we go down to perform, then of course, they segregate us, put us in a hotel room, all that shit, and we got places to be. But
hey, John, come see us at Wizards Alley.
Yeah,
he'd be fun to play with.
But yeah, if we go down for shits and giggles, and we might go for one day, because we're looking at doing that for St. Louis one day too. But again, not enough weekends in the year right now. So
You know, Tim, when you're laying and all the way back on the couch like that, just your head is there, and it kind of reminds me of that one scene with Robin Williams and Baron von Munchausen when the King of the Moon is just floating around with his head.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Dale.
My point is, set up. Anyway,
Hey, man, I got something for you, Daryl. You know what this is? The whole flock of those.
anyways, let's cut this off, gentlemen.
that's that raw talent I got to work with on the road all the time. Right there. All right. Well, I'll see you later, man.
All right, everybody, fun. Love you. See you. Bye.
Love you. See you. Bye, bub.